Pain, are you pain? I got something to say to you. What up, superheroes? It's your boy, CJ Washington. You already know what it is. Junior. Let's talk, man. Okay, I got a little sinus thing going on, so I may snort a little bit. I'm gonna try not to in the video, but as I say, I'm gonna try not to. I do it. Whatever. All right, today's video, man. Let's talk. Another installment in the Let's Talk series. Today is about pain management. A big part of working out when you're a power lifter, when you're an athlete, is about pain management. So today I'm gonna try to teach you guys what is pain management, when to push through an injury, when to stop, get it checked out, and my personal protocol, my personal steps you need to follow when you're experiencing pain. Pain. Are you pain? I got something to say to you. So basically we have two kinds of people when it comes to working out. We have people who work out for sport, so your strength athletes, your performance athletes like football, basketball, and those sports like that. So your sports and your strength athletes. And then you have your people who live for recreation. And so it's a difference in those two as far as the approach as far as I'm concerned. First, I'm gonna talk about the athlete. I'm a performance guy. I come from an athletic background. Even now I live for sport. So the one bad thing about it, but it's bad and good, is the gift and the curse, the yin and the yang, is that we are conditioned to push through everything. You could, if your ankle hurt and they tell you to go back in the game, if your knee hurt or whatever, they always tell you to push through, man. Stop being a punk, stop being a sissy, push through all these ailments. And they got a point. I mean, when you're lifting and you're working out for performance, for sport, the biggest thing for real is not the working out that you're doing. The biggest thing is the performance that you're doing. That's the difference. So you're doing things to be able to perform. You're doing things to be able to win and defeat that challenge that you're going against. So it makes sense that we're conditioned to push through, because the most important thing at that time is not our health per se, but it is contributing to the sport. That's the point of the sport. I would even draw a parallel to that of the military. When you go through basic training, the rigorous training that you do is probably terrible for your body in the long run, but it's so that when you get out in the field and you're facing Osama bin Laden and you're facing ISIS and you're facing El Chapo, you don't get your behind El chopped up. So you have to do things necessary to be able to perform. So our athletes and our sports people that will live for sport, you have to be able to perform. So when I'm deadlifting sometimes, I know I got a meet coming up and my foot is hurting, I kind of got to push through it if I want to win that competition. That's different. So that's one type, the people that live for sport. The other side is my recreational lifters. The people that's lifting to get super, the people that's lifting to be in the best shape possible, the people that's lifting and that's working out to be a better version of themselves, just to be healthy, or even just for fun, are recreational lifters. If something is bothering you, if something is hurting, the number one thing, stop. Stop. You have to stop it. If something is injuring you, something is hurting you, there is no need to keep pushing through that. Two reasons. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. If you're dealing with a personal trainer and he say the only way, or you're dealing with a trainer, you're dealing with whoever teaching you your stuff, whoever, I don't care who it is. If they say, we gotta do these squats, and he said, oh, my lower back is hurting in squats. You gotta do these squats, and you gotta do these squats, and you gotta squat, push through it. Squat, 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 squat. And he said that's the only reason you can develop your glutes, the only way you can develop your quads, the only way you get a hamstring. Fire your boy. You got to get rid of them. Chuck them to the side. It's always more than one way to skin a cat. In this thing of fitness, you can't work in absolutes. There's no absolute. There's always more than one way to do something. So stop it. Figure out a different way, and I'll get into that in a second, the protocol. So stop doing what you're doing because there's no reason. There's no reason to keep doing it. For the performance, a performance or a sport, strength athlete, lifter, you have to, because what your duty, your job is calling you to do is to be able to perform at that level. Recreational lifters, you don't gotta do that, bruh. You ain't gotta do that. You need, the biggest part of availability is availability. And you're gonna hurt yourself. And then in the long run, most of these injuries end up lingering and causing other things to happen. So for my recreational lifters, stop, man. First rule of pain management, and I want to give you guys, if it's hurting you, stop doing it. For my performance athletes, my performance lifters, my strength athletes, sports athletes, understand what it is and just be smart is the initial advice I'm giving you. So I'll give you a quick example of that for those strength guys. Is that I have a stress fracture in my right foot. I got a meet coming up. So although you're supposed to and you should deadlift with flats on, I put on my Reeboks, my Under Armour, shout out Under Armour, with all that extra cushion in the bottom because the stress fracture on my foot because of the pressure of doing this stuff. So I still got a great lift in, but I was smart. So be smart in your approach is the number one thing. Strength guys, be smart in your approach. Recreational lifters, stop. So after you figured out you have an injury, so this is the protocol I think you should go into how you're dealing with the injury. Because I am 150% one of those people that says, just because you have a setback, it doesn't mean you stop with the goal. And so, and I want you to understand this. So if my goal is to be a better version of myself, but my back hurts so I can't squat, just because I stop squatting don't mean I stop chasing the dream or the goal. Never stop chasing your dream or your goal. Do not get that confused when I mean stop. I mean stop the thing that's hurting you. So the first thing, once you figure out an injury, stop doing what you're doing. And this is short term, by the way. So even my strength athletes and even my recreational athlete, my performance and recreational, first thing, stop. Strength guys, you may have to continue pushing through the next day, but initially, stop if it's still providing you pain, right? You want to do that. The second thing you want to do is you want to find out the reason for the pain. And see, this is the part I think get overlooked in performance and in recreational lifting. Not too many people want to do the research to go through the necessary steps to find out why the heck are you injured in the first place. Everybody say, well, nobody wants to do that. They want to do the right thing. They want to rest, elevation, compress, rice, R, rest, I. What's I and rice? Ice, yeah. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. I'm tripping. Everybody want to do the right thing, but nobody wants to say, well, why my body hurt? Two ways you do that is one, form. So you make sure you lift in correct form. A lot of times, you can lift in improper form, and that will lead to an injury. Second, your biomechanics. You may actually not be able to perform a lift the exact way the lift needs to be performed because of your biomechanics and or your mobility and flexibility. I throw that all into the same hat. So those are two reasons that you got to figure out why the things that may be going on. Form, easy fix. Go to somebody who you trust that know what they're doing. Personal trainer who you see. Say, check my form. You can record yourself on a video. Hey, check my form, man. Let me know if I'm doing everything the right way. And you can look at it yourself. Or you can pull up some videos of YouTubers of highly respected people, not every Joe slow blow Tom, Dick, and Harry. Pull up some people of well-educated people and they can show you how to do it. Or my personal favorite, you ever heard of these things called functional movement specialists? They are these people that specialize in movement. To me, that's the best option because they'll put you through a series of tests and also they'll be able to tell how you move, which everybody moves differently because of what you've been through in life. So your hips move, your shoulders move because the way you stand, the way you carry babies, the way you walk, your job, your sitting, injuries, all that stuff comprises data in your body changes. Your body's a compensation machine. Its job is not to help you lift 45 pounds. Its job is to continue functioning. So when you hurt one thing, it says, well, I don't want to put pressure on that knee because it hurts. So now let me twist or pronate or rotate this hip a little bit so I'm not putting all that pressure on that knee. Quick example for myself, I pulled my Achilles tendon when I played football a few years ago. I never got it. No, I didn't pull my Achilles tendon. I had a calcium buildup, a bone spur on my heel. And so the only two ways to get rid of it is surgery or rest. I'm in the middle of football season. Like I just said, I couldn't rest. I was smart about it. But one of the things that happened is I started to walk with my toes turned all the way out. So I wouldn't walk like this and put the pressure on my Achilles tendon. What that did for my hip, it rotated, pronated my hip. It turned it backwards. It pronated, turned it backwards. So that caused all kinds of problems with me. So and until I started understanding the stuff about the body, it was like 5-6 years later when I started to realize that was kind of the root of some of my issues, and I was able to fix them. Functional movement specialist. And the third thing is go see your doctor. I mean, the doctor's job, though, I will preface with this, the doctor's job is not to help you lift weights. The doctor's job is to stop this pain. So that's the most of the time they give you medicine and they say stop doing the activity. That's why, to me, the number one thing is functional movement specialists, because they're going to say why you're moving incorrectly and then give you exercise to fix it. So the 3-step protocol, stop it is the first of all, what you're doing. Second, find out the reason why it's hurting. Form or go see a functional biomechanics, mobility, flexibility. Go see a functional movement specialist. Third, go see your doctor because you may have a hairline fracture, some muscle tears, some strains that need some medical attention. All right. So after you've done those three things, and again, look up functional movement specialist. If you don't know what that is, definitely look that up and see if you can find one in your area or know somebody else, or just get some material that you can read and familiarize yourself with that. So now let's say all those three, the protocol is done and you found a functional movement specialist, you took some time off from that movement, you worked on your mobility, flexibility, and you got yourself in a position to start your training again. When you reincorporate yourself back into those movements, back into the training, and this should cause that pain, the number one thing and the only point I'm gonna make is be freaking smart, man. Be smart. Take it slow. Perfect the movement. Do what the functional movement exercises. Do your mobility drills before you work out. Flexibility drills after you finish workout. But take it slow. Take it slow, step by step, and concentrate. Don't be dumb, man. I'm one of them. I call myself a dumb jock a lot of times. Cause man, I used to go in that gym and my back would be snapped up, or my shoulder be snapped up, and I'll go ham on everything. I know that's gonna hurt. And then 2 weeks later, I'm injured and I can't perform anymore. The best part of ability is availability. I ain't available to perform. I'm snapped, man. So that's what you want to do. Be smart, take your time, and gradually reiterate yourself into the program. If you do not know how to do that or don't have a slow enough program, or you need a program, feel free to reach out to me and I'll definitely be able to help you with how to slowly reiterate yourself into those movements, into your program, or go to a local personal trainer or like somebody that's trusted, man. So to get you back to the level, get you back to Schmoville, get you back to getting Superman. So like always, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you smiled and laughed a little bit, because I do try to provide some kind of relief as well. And like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And guys, take it easy, man. It's your boy, CJ Washington. I'm actually buying Christmas gifts this year. Junior!